Hey, it's NOOCH, and NOOCH started a brand new free-to-play account in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, and let me tell you why. You know, a lot of people have alts, and NOOCH has started alts in the past and kind of abandoned them. But it's a little different now. With the double drops, NOOCH really wanted to see how long it's going to take to farm these characters, how the game is different, what really comes along, you know, the double rate of drop even in the store with the bronzium. So really wanted to put everything together and see how the game works now with those double drops. So before we get into the account where it stands, this is the end of day 7, so we've been playing a week. NOOCH has gotten to level 43. I will tell you that we were able to progress to, let's see here, level 24 on day 1. And the very first stall we had was at level 23. NOOCH has spent a few crystals, probably 300 or 400, just at times that it really made a lot of sense. Like, for instance, it made a ton of sense to get to level 43. We were close at level 42, but at level 43 we were able to get Leia to gear 6, and she's kind of a bomber here at the early levels. I mean, her damage output is really good. She's a very accessible character, free to play. So she is in the arena squad, and she's also going to be useful for getting Palpatine and getting CLS down the road. So farming Leia in the short spurt. Let's take a look before we get into anything else, into the account too deeply. Here are the goals. So NOOCH is starting this account with the primary goal. I want to see how long it takes to get Supreme Leader Kylo Ren free to play. I'm thinking it's going to be at least 1.5 years. I mean, the challenge is not getting the characters to 7 stars. The challenge is getting them relicked to the level they need to be relicked at free to play. That's the real rub. And who knows, over the next 1.5 years, if relics become more accessible. We know that as we get characters to 7 stars, we can play in the war events, in the I can't even remember what they're called right now. The assault battles, you know, to get relic materials. I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna feel it out. The reason why NOOCH chose SLKR is because he really feels like these are mostly usable characters up and down the row. Not only early game, but late game. For instance, like First Order Special Forces TIE Pilot, First Order TIE Pilot, Hux. Those all come in really handy when you get to fleets. And fleets are going to be really important. And that's one thing NOOCH is going to do. I'll show you where we're going with the farm. So let's talk about this a little bit more first. So we want to get to Supreme Leader Kylo. We got written down here well, I'm pointing the wrong way, but I'm looking over here. Sorry. So we've gotten written down here all of the places where we're going to be doing the farming. Crew is in Cantina 3F. He's there with his ship. And that's really important because Kylo's ship, Kylo Ren Unmasked's ship, is really, really kind of OP the earlier you get it. It doesn't matter what big ship it's with, what capital ship it's with. You can really pair it with anybody. It can be a really great ship early on, especially if you can pair it with Kylo's shuttle. So we can see a lot of these are just Cantina and hard node farms. We got a Galactic War with Phasma. We're already working on that. The Guild Store with First Order Special Forces. We're already working on that. We got to get Palpatine in the event with the Rebels. So let's go to those Rebels. So we are farming Rebels for a couple reasons. 1, we got to get Palpatine. 2, we might as well go ahead and farm the Rebels so that we can get CLS. And granted, that's a side goal to Kylo, but CLS is a really important character in the game, and NOOCH just loves Luke Skywalker. And then you can also farm, as part of those Rebels, some Phoenix, and go get yourself Thrawn. And Thrawn at 5 stars. Thrawn was an early master event. I think he was like 6 months after our first one. I'm not sure. I have to go look at the calendar, but he is still useful today. You know, we have master events for R2D2, Grandmaster Yoda, Palpatine. All these master events have given us useful characters that are continue to be useful in the game today. So Thrawn is really useful. So we can kind of do that on the side as we're doing Rebels. We're still keeping the focus on getting that Kylo. R2D2. So we're looking at, as long as we're getting Palpatine, we might as well farm an Empire Squad 2, and kind of along with that, getting up to where we can get R2D2, he can go into that Palpatine event as a rebel to use for there. So that's how kind of all that goes together. And as a side project, the Geos, because the Geos early on in Grand Arena, once we get to Grand Arena, which takes us to level 85 to get there, the Geos are a really effective defense team. Geos and Phoenix are a couple of defense teams I think across the board people have out there. And if we can combine those with some of these difficult, a crew team, I would imagine early in Grand Arena is a bear. I can't imagine how somebody deals with a crew team if he's got a Zeta and you got a nice, big, beefy first order team out there to accompany him. So let's take that back. So those are the goals. The primary goal is to take these double drops and see how long it takes to get Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. We're going to try it. We're going to see. We're going to find out. Here are NOOCH's farms right now. We have Luke Skywalker at 5 stars. Again, that is with a few things in mind. He's a really easy cantina farm, so we're not spending crystals here, but he's an easy cantina farm. In fact, we can do one now. Let's go ahead and do this right now. No. We kind of slowed down a little bit just because we had Ezra close, so I did a little bit of, I spent today's cantina farm on Ezra just to get him activated. But going back to Luke tomorrow, 100%. I'm not doing any cantina refreshes at 100 apiece. They're too expensive for a free-to-play account. I want to get Farm Boy Luke Skywalker to 7 stars for multiple reasons. First of all, he's going to be the easiest farm to get there. In the cantina, probably running that. I'm running at 8 energy each. I think, what am I refreshing this? Every 10 minutes, that's 6 an hour times 24. That's 124 a day, plus the extra 45. It's 169 a day, plus I get like an extra 40 from climbing levels. So I'm getting like 200 of these a day. So I can do 8 into 200. That's like 25. So I can farm 25 times a day. So I'm hitting on about 10 of those. That's like 20 shards a day on Luke. And if I'm getting 20 shards a day on Luke, roundabouts, yeah, probably that math was wrong. Just let NOOCH know in the comments. I'm horrible at math. Let's say I'm getting 15 shards a day of Luke. So I still need 160 more. So 15 into that, I'm less than 2 weeks away from a 7-star Luke Skywalker farm boy. Now, when I get that 7-star Luke Skywalker farm boy, a few things happen. First, NOOCH can then enter the raids, the HAAT and the Rancor. Because right now, NOOCH can't join because I don't meet the requirements. As soon as I get 7-star Luke Skywalker, in less than 2 weeks, NOOCH can enter those raids. And that is going to be, even if I'm just putting 10 points on the board, there'll be people that are taking zeros. NOOCH will come in there, get 2 to 5 Han shards a week, 2 to 5 GK shards a week. All of the gear I can handle. All of the guild currency I can handle. It is really, really important to get into those raids. Guys, this Luke Skywalker farm is going to end up being like a 2.5 week farm to 7 stars. And that's without spending extra cantina energy. So we'll see when we hit that. You get a lot of extra energy every time you level up. And like I said, day 1, we were able to level to level 23. So you're getting cantina energy every time you level up. Now we're at a point where we're only leveling up like 1 level a day. But that's still extra cantina energy that we can use. So we'll let you know exactly how long it takes to get Luke to 7 stars. Because that's what we're going to, mainly to get into the raids. He's also going to be useful to get Palpatine. He's going to be useful to get CLS down the road. And he kind of is a damage dealer and a stunner. You know, he does a lot of stunning with his special in Arena. So he actually is a pretty useful character at the beginning. You can see we got First Order Stormtrooper at 3 stars. This beefy boy is already at gear 6. And if we take a look at his stats, I've got him at 7,900 health. We can't get to any protection yet. So you can see Luke is 5,300 health. First Order Stormtrooper's got extra defense. He's been really nice. He's been a good farm. We're farming him. Where are we farming him? Oh yeah, it's just hard nodes. That's the only place we're doing this. For this, NOOCH needs to get to level 45. Maybe tomorrow. Probably more likely will be in a couple of days. So he's just straight cantina. NOOCH is farming Gary. You're welcome, Arnold. We're farming Gary just because we want to get our Imperials to 5 stars. We need 5 Imperials at 5 stars to unlock R2 at 5 stars. That's what we're working on there. Farming Royal Guard. In our Bronziums, we've been getting our fair share of Royal Guard, Snow Trooper. Who else have we been getting? Jedi Consular. We got him up to 4 stars. That's just from Bronziums. Trust me, we are not farming Jedi Consular. Period. Not farming him. Princess Leia. We are farming hard right now. And she is in, doesn't show her here. She is in the arena shop. And right now, I may take her to 7 stars too. Although if I get her to 5, that's enough for Palpatine. And then maybe at that point, I go get Stormtrooper Han in here so I can get him to 5 stars as well. So if we've got Leia, Luke, and Stormtrooper Han at 5 stars, that just leaves us with a couple of more rebels we need. You can also see in here, Kanan, it would be a rebel we can go get after that if we need to. And we've got, I think we have a first order in here we're going to get to. Akbar could be one, but we're getting Akbar shards in our arena events. No, that's it for the rebels in there. So that's what we're farming in there. Basically, guys, those are the goals. That's what we're farming right now. I'm still waiting for a nice big Bronzium drop. Well, let's do a couple right here. I haven't seen, well, there you go. There's 10 of of Royal Guard right there. So we can go level him up right now if we got the credits. So we got a 3-star Royal Guard right now. We've also been farming him in his hard note every day. Yep, there we go. So he's at 3-star. He is also just a big beefy tank, and where's his potency? 0% potency. What the heck? This guy needs potency. How is he stunning anybody with that? Anyway, so you just saw we got Royal Guard, so we're kind of depending on those Bronzium drops to bring Royal Guard and Snow Trooper. We got Snow Trooper up at 4 stars already. So let's take a look at our Empire Rebels, and then we'll head out of here. I think you kind of get the idea. This double drop is increasing these farm rates. It seems like it's not exponentially, but it seems like it's faster because I can afford to spend an extra week and a half taking Luke from 5 to 7 stars, whereas, before it would have been 3 or 4 weeks to do that, and in that 3 or 4 weeks I can bring up somebody else, and I got to get him, so I'm saving myself a ton of time. I think that I'll have Palpatine and R2 within a couple of months. So I think by the end of, we started, 21st of December we started, right? So I really think by the end of February we'll have Palpatine and R2 activated. Quite possibly, if we get lucky, we'll get to Thrawn too. And if we can get Palpatine and R2, we'll have Vader by then. And we're starting to get ready for a Grand Arena. We have to get to level 85 to get to Grand Arena. So here's our Empire. We've got Royal Guard at 3 stars, Stormtrooper at 4. We'll have him to 5 stars in a few days. Tarkin is at 4 stars. We're going to keep getting shards for him in the fleet battles. We get these fleet commander events that pop up. Snowtrooper, we keep hitting them in the Bronziums. TIE Fighter pilot, forgot about this guy's little special ability here. Deal physical damage for each enemy and deal 25% more damage for each enemy with a debuff. Really forgot about that. And look, this bonus just keeps stacking. So as we get to level 7, 35% more damage for each enemy suffering. I mean, this guy's a damage dealer. I had really forgotten about that. I've not used TIE Fighter pilot in any capacity in a long time. But when you start playing with him in Galactic War, which again, you kind of got to use this. Well, I'm not finishing Galactic War on a daily basis, and that's something I really had forgotten about, the pain of that. And this stuff is not ready to finish off those Jawas there. It's weird to say that, but it's just true. I guess we could try, but yeah, we're not going to get these Jawas at 4-star force. Yeah, they're out of our league. Maybe we'll try it later just to see. But, forget about the pain of Galactic War. Let's see what's coming up next. We're going to be able to get mods in 7 levels, so I think that'll probably be about a week. So when we come back a week from now, we should be getting close to activating mods. Grand Arena is at 85. Got to get all the way to the max for Grand Arena. Oh, one thing we did note, Grievous in the shard store, when we start getting these shards, which if we pop on a Luke like in a Bronzium after we've already given it 7 stars, we'd be over here in the shard store. So then you'd be looking at farming Grievous. Ships open at level 60. That's going to be probably 2.5, 3 weeks or so. So we got a little time for those. In the meantime, we're going to be building up. We're looking for our Empire and Rebel, trying to get R2 and Palpatine first. Going hard after Kylo. We're going to get those First Order teams built. As soon as we can get our Rebels in place, I really want to farm that crew node in Cantina so I can get his ship and get crew leveled up as quickly as possible. Looks like about 3 weeks I'll be able to get him 7 stars. That'd be nice. That's it, guys. That's all we got for today. I want to show you this new farm. We'll come back on a weekly basis, update you on our progress, and you can follow how quickly the double shard drops speed up playing this game and getting us to a galactic legend. That's all we got, guys. But always remember, Nooch too good. Thanks for watching, and please like the video down below. You can also check out Nooch's contributors up there. You can subscribe on Darth Vader over here. And you can watch more videos on this side. We'll see you next time.